Hello! In a previous video I made these little fruit pies and I made a little berry garnish to go next to them, and I said that I would post a video to show how I made those berries. So it's really simple. First of all, I used some polymer clay, some reddy pink polymer clay that I'd made up just by adding some red acrylic paint to white polymer clay, which was a really messy thing to do, but it did result in this colour. I used a little bit of corn flour on the polymer clay to stop it from sticking to my fingers, and then I just rolled tiny little balls of polymer clay and popped them on this glass dish before putting them in the oven to bake, following the instructions on the polymer clay packet. And then this was my practice attempt, which actually turned out to be my best one. So I will show you how I made it, but as I said, this is the best one, so the one that I show you how to make in a second, I'll just warn you, isn't going to be as good as this one. So it is a very fiddly thing to do, because obviously everything is really tiny. Here's my little berries that I made out of polymer clay and baked in the oven. And this is a little plant tie that I used for stirring my berry mixture in my pies in my last video, but this is what I'm using as the twig or the stalks. So at the moment this is too big, so all I did was I used a craft knife to cut this down a little bit by basically using the wire running down the middle as the main stem and then cutting away at the edges to make the little stalks that come off the main stem. This was really tricky to do on camera because it was such a precise and close-up job. So I couldn't really get it on camera very easily, especially because it was such a bright sunny day that my shadow was getting in the way. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. But basically I just cut away along the side of the wire at intervals and then cut little chunks out to make the stalks that stick out at the sides. Now, this is the point at which this attempt became a lot worse than the first attempt, because on my first attempt I managed to apply the glue really neatly and really precisely. Here I was struggling to get it onto the little stalk in front of the screen on camera with it being so small and fiddly, and also the glue had started to dry up at the end, so it wasn't going on so nicely, it had gone really tacky. So the best thing to do is to apply the glue really precisely and then just attach each berry at a time, taking your time with it. But as I say, this was just really difficult to do, doing it in front of the camera. But hopefully if you have a go, it will work out well for you. The one thing I'm not fond of is how plasticky the stems look, especially in this close-up picture here. From a distance it doesn't look so bad, but I am wondering what else I could use if I was to make these again. I'm wondering if maybe some dried moss might work better for those little stems and look a little more organic, so it's something for me to consider. Please let me know if you've got any ideas for how they can be improved to something a little bit more organic for the stems, and let me know if you have a go at making them yourself. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping to make some holly soon, seeing as we're coming into the Christmassy season. So I'm thinking these berries will come in useful for that as well. So please do let me know if you have any ideas or comments. I love reading them, and thank you for watching.